Welcome to the all-new BCMM network. The following broadcast is meant solely for the enjoyment and entertainment of our audience. You're watching the Blue Collar Minute Men Show, saving America one day at a time.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Blue Collar Minute Men Show. You got Elgin and Wild Boy Billy. What's going on?
Hello, folks.
Kind of had a slip of the tongue there. The Blue Collar Minute Men. Welcome back. Oh man, Bill, how's it going?
Fantastic.
Same
I'm
here.
doing great. How are you?
Well, like everything else, going good, spending a lot of money. Hopefully, going to buy a tractor on Friday. We'll see.
Tractor, tractor, tractor.
Yeah, those things are freaking expensive. Let me just tell you. I ain't
What happened to your old tractor?
Well, it actually needs some work done to it. So it's about to go kaput for a little while. So it'll be in the shop.
Let me ask a question. Do you even know how to use a tractor?
Listen, you're talking to a farm boy from way back. I
Yeah.
was I was riding open cab tractors, hauling in bales of corn. Not bales
Riding,
of corn.
riding. There's a
Riding
difference
tractors.
here.
Yeah, I know. But I love that stuff. But anyway, folks, before we get started, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you share these videos, help get the word out there to us. And anytime you subscribe, should give you automatic notifications anytime we do a show. That way you don't have to search and look for them. And feel free to email us, bluecollarminutemen.com, and check out our website as well. All right. So let's just jump into Washington, D.C., because that's been a hot topic. I even posted about it on Facebook. So, Bill, now they're mad that Trump is federalizing the DC police.
Yeah.
And they're mad that he wants to clean up DC and push out all the homeless. And there's been word that he's going to put the homeless into concentration camps. And what what are you saying about all of this?
Okay. What he said was they built, they're building some homeless shelters.
Yeah.
And they already got one for the veterans, homeless veterans.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to offer you can come here and stay or leave. If they refuse to come stay in a shelter, they got to go.
Makes sense.
Plain and simple. They
But
got to go.
but Bill, what gives Trump the right to do that though? I mean, this is a city called DC, District of Columbia.
That's right. District of Columbia. All right. You know as well as I do, it was never meant to be a city.
Right,
It was meant to be the center of government. They
right.
took some land from Maryland, they took some land from Virginia, and they made DC
Mm-hmm.
federal lands
That is the key word.
owned by the federal government, not the mayor of the city. Or
So,
it's federally owned land.
right. So, with that being said, for folks who may not understand it fully and grasp the concept, even though it's not a military base, because as you know, with the different bases here in the United States, it's pretty much the same thing. They put a big fence around the base, and that is federal land. So, wouldn't it stand to say that those who work there, and I don't even dare to say live there, are also subject to UCMJ action, possibly?
Well, let me just read to you what. Okay, this is AI, of course, generated.
Mm-hmm.
which is left-leaning,
Mm-hmm.
but let's just read what it says. Is the District of Columbia federal land? Yes, Washington, D.C. is federal land. It's designated as the District of Columbia, a
Mm-hmm.
federal district, not part of any state. The
Aha.
U.S. Constitution created this district specifically to serve as the nation's capital under executive exclusive jurisdiction
Oh.
of the federal government. While the land was originally created by Maryland and Virginia, it's now under direct control of the federal government.
Oh, listen at that. So their little tantrums that they're holding have no weight.
Now,
I'm listen. In my words, this is great. This is great news because Trump said it, and I watched him in a I guess it was a newscast. I literally watched him say it. You know, countries come to us, to the United States, to make deals, to put together peace plans and everything else. And you go to Dubai, and it's very beautiful. You know, you go to other countries, and they have their capital is very beautiful. And you come to Washington D.C. and you got to wade through the garbage, the feces, the drunks.
and the homeless are right outside the gates of the Capitol.
Yeah, and so you got dignitaries, you got the freaking Maharaja. Well, I ain't gonna say Maharaja, but you got the prince over in Dubai or Saudi. They come over and they see us, and you know, Lord Bill, you've been there. Very prestigious, and then they come up and see all this junk we got laying around, and oh, we gotta let the homeless sleep on the sidewalk. They don't let those people do that crap. Why should we?
When I was there for Memorial Day parade not long ago,
Mm-hmm.
everywhere you looked, somebody had a little tent set up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in between two buildings, they had them a little condo set up in there and shit,
Right.
right up against the gate of the Capitol. So,
That would seem like that would almost be a nightmare for security anyway.
oh yeah, it would be. And you heard about the episode with Big Balls the other night, didn't you?
No, I missed it.
Okay, this is what basically got Trump started in his rant.
Mm-hmm.
Big Balls was out with his woman, and group of thugs. Apparently, they were even, I don't even know. Some of them were juveniles and some were adults,
Mm-hmm.
and they tried to rob him. So Big Balls throws his girl in the car and tells her to lock the door and call 911. And he stands outside and starts fighting all these thugs. Put up a good fight because they left and they didn't get his shit. So, but they tore him up pretty bad. He got beat pretty savagely.
Yeah.
They didn't get his shit.
See?
That started Trump into it's not safe to be in D.C.
Right.
because there's these traveling gangs of thugs, tourists are getting mugged up there all the time. You know,
And that's something else. Let's face it, that is a tourist place to visit with all the monuments and then the POW wall. I mean,
you and I are going up there to visit next year, so
hey, it'll be cleaned up when we get there.
we hope.
Thanks, Trump. Thanks for cleaning the house before we get there. I love it. Oh, but I'll just say this and then we'll move on. You know, folks, I think he's absolutely right. You know, it makes no sense for one of the greatest countries on the planet to have their capital in the midst of drugs, homelessness, just dirty and nasty. It's just like your house. Would you want your house looking that way when guests come to visit you? Bunch of junk sitting around? No. So let's at least clean up our best part of our house for the guests. Oh, but moving on. Another thing, Bill, you and I were just talking about this, and this is pretty big. Folks, Adam Schiff has gotten caught.
Again.
Yeah, again. But this time it's pretty bad. I'm trying to pull it up here, Bill. I don't know if you've got it pulled up or not.
Yeah, I got it here.
But
Representative Steve Scalise told Congress, opening Congress, that Adam Schiff possessed over 3,500 pages of illegally obtained phone records
oh yeah,
targeting members of the press and even fellow lawmakers. Scalise said Schiff selectively leaked this information for what he called treasonous political gain.
mm.
Hmm. Well,
I thought they were supposed to be protecting Americans, Bill. I thought that.
yeah, well, you tell me the last time a Democrat did anything good for this country.
Yeah, the last one died. He got shot.
It's been a while.
I mean, this is still big. I mean, there's so much coming out right now about, oh my gosh, about everything that Obama's doing, everything Hillary's been doing. And Bill, let's face it, once again, they keep building these cases. Do you think that they're going to wind up putting someone in jail?
They have to. They have to, or nobody's going to trust a Republican again.
So, if that's the case, then who's going to be the scapegoat?
That I don't know. But I
Because,
do know they're going to have to put somebody in jail, or they're going to lose their backing.
right.
If it don't happen, they'll lose a lot of people.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree. Because they're shoveling out so much evidence now to the American people showing that one, the election was rigged. Two, Obama ordered the CIA to go ahead and lie about the whole Russia. You got all these documents that Adam Schiff now has been withholding, or these numbers for political gain.
And it's all the January 6th stuff that they destroyed all the evidence and all that stuff. So,
which reminds me, what's going to happen to those people that were held pretty much in prison, those J6ers? What's going to happen to them in their lives?
I don't know. I guess we'll wait and find out. Like we keep telling people, we are Trump's presidency. This term is in its infancy.
Yes.
It just started. It's not like he's been in there for 10 years. It's just started. Give him time to get the shit together. I'll guarantee you before midterms, there'll be a lot of shit sorted out. Because he's going to have that to get these people in, get these people elected.
Listen, so, I expect by midterms, there will be a security lock on voting. I mean, they'll have it down pat. And I will be betting you that the Democratic Party is going to have to change their direction. Oh, there's going to be somebody. There's going to have to be somebody fresh come out for midterms.
You're going to have to.
And it can't be Gavin Newsom, and it can't be AOC. I hate to say it, it might be somebody who sits in our Capitol, but I hope.
He'll not even win his own state.
Oh, but
anyway,
yeah, folks. I mean, we got to stay else.
Up on. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say we got to stay up on all of this, folks. As far as vetting, I'm still preaching vetting. We've got to vet Republicans and Democrats, both of them, because there's still Republican rhinos out there.
This is just breaking from Reuters.
Mm-hmm.
Reuters confirms Elon Musk to remain an advisor to President Trump, committed to his role to the United States government. So apparently there was some word over the past week that they were mending fences, coming back together,
Hmm.
whatever. Well, Reuters has now confirmed that Elon is going to step back into his advisory role to the president. So,
I'll be honest. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes, just because of something that I saw. And I'm not saying that it's really real or anything, but it has to do with AI and Elon's push for AI. Um, Seems like he
well,
might wind up with a
you're
monopoly of it.
you're getting in a tunnel that really doesn't have anything to do with the government.
I know.
Uh,
I'm just curious. My curiosity.
yeah, but I think it's a good thing
I think
that
it is. I
that they
mean,
mend the rift. I mean, he was doing some good work, and all of a sudden,
oh, Doge has done some really good work.
yeah.
Trust me. Um,
So,
Bill, I'm reading this that you sent me, and I think the people should know this as well, because when we were talking about DC, we should have brought this up. But the DC police commander was actually cooking the books on crime in DC.
oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So basically, what was happening, he was saying that the crime was down when the crime rate is actually,
skyrocketed.
yeah, it's,
He was hiding. Okay, I'm not going to name any names of universities and stuff, but I worked for a brief period of time in university setting as a law enforcement officer on a university.
mm-hmm,
They had a tendency to, okay, say someone breaks into your dorm room,
mm-hmm, yep,
okay? You paid for that dorm room, or your parents, or somebody paid for that dorm room. That's technically your residence.
right.
If somebody breaks into your residence, what's it called?
It's a burglary.
Okay, not on a college campus. If someone breaks in your dorm room, one, by statute, they have no right to be there, right? If they burglarize your house, that's the first thing it says. Someone with no right to be where they're at. Blah blah.
Right.
On a college campus, saying, well, they got the right because it's a dorm building. They're already allowed to be in the dorm, so they call it a theft,
Okay.
not a burglary.
Hmm.
Therefore, your violent crime stays down because we don't have burglaries in these dorms. We have thefts. That's kind of what they were doing in DC.
I see what you're saying.
They were they were reporting the crime,
Mm-hmm.
but they were underreporting the crime. There was the theft when it was actually an armed robbery, you know, but on the books, it was a theft. So
Oh, I
that's
get it.
that's that's what they did. I mean, they reported the crime, and the
Uh-huh.
crime was getting reported, but it wasn't getting reported to where it would pique anyone's curiosity on why violent crime is so bad in the city.
Yeah, that's just like if I have did an armed robbery or I was robbed at gunpoint, they're like, oh, well, somebody just, stole something from you, did more
Yeah,
of a theft.
that
It wouldn't
would
rate
be
as a
listed.
violent crime, but it would rate lower as a theft.
So the police were actually working an armed robbery and doing the reports on armed robbery, but he was getting them and reading the report and then stamping the case file as theft. So
Wow.
it got reported as a theft.
I'm sure he wasn't a Democrat.
Surely not.
Well, and that goes back to something else that I don't think we touched on either, which is Trump federalizing the DC police now to clean up DC. I think that's great.
Yep.
He has the
DC is
power to do.
now under the law enforcement is now under the direct Uh, they're
Control.
working directly for
Hmm.
Bondi.
I love
She
it.
is directly in charge of the DC Police Department.
Now, while we're on this, I'm going to ask this question. I know what I think should happen, but what I think should happen and what will happen is two different things. What do you think is going to happen with the DC mayor, who technically shouldn't even be mayor of a federal land?
I don't know. I'd say she's going to scream, holler, rant, and rave, and do all kinds of, you know, visual effects for TV.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what
technically, there shouldn't be a mayor.
should.
But and I can't remember what it was. I think it was in something you sent me. They were saying that it was the Democrats who put all of that into effect. You know, them having a mayor and everything else in DC.
Mm.
So sorry, folks. Seems like we're just beating on Democrats today. I'm just so sorry. I'm not trying to. I'm just reporting the news and what we have coming down the pipe. Okay. But yeah, yeah, Pam Bondi.
Oh,
Go ahead.
here's something. We go back to Epstein. How the Democrats now are all screaming for the Epstein list.
Yeah.
And everybody's asking them, well, why the hell didn't you ask about it for the past 4 years when your own damn president had the files himself? Nobody asked to see them then.
Hmm.
Well, it comes to find out the media is pushing the Epstein thing to distract everyone. Get this,
Okay.
distract from Trump winning voters from the Democrat Party. Okay, they're in this is among Democrats in August
Hmm.
of 2017. Trump had you know Trump had if I can get this to go back to the beginning. Oh, here we go.
Bill's having some technical problems.
Okay. The searches that are going by Google
Hmm.
searches are down 89%. Trump searches are up, and polling among Democrats, he is now polling at 44% among
Among
Democrats.
Democrats? Listen,
That's what's blowing their mind.
I knew the people would start speaking up.
And this is a CNN poll.
I love it. There was something that happened on CNN just here recently too. I forgot what it was. Oh, you do know that the View is looking at cancellation now, don't you?
Yeah.
I hope that goes through. Um,
Yeah.
I'm trying to see now what. Oh, so I sent you this. Now you got to tell me what you think about this. Apparently, an Obama judge has now blocked President Trump's push to release Ghislaine Maxwell grand jury transcripts.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you seen where the judge was, right?
I mean, it was an Obama judge.
Yeah. Well, Supreme Court done said, okay, in your jurisdiction, this might not happen, but it's going to happen everywhere else. Basically. So they're
So
not paying much attention to these judges anymore because of that Supreme Court ruling.
yeah, and that's something else that needs to go, folks. They've got to get rid of these plant judges. I mean, they're plants. They're not even for rule of law. Let's see. Let's do something else. Uh,
What about Texas? You
lay it
seen
on me.
all the Texas Democrats
Yeah. Now let's.
fled to Illinois.
Yeah, so what's going to happen with that? I
Okay.
mean, he's issued warrants for him pretty much.
Yeah, and the FBI has picked up the warrants
The FBI did.
because it's across state lines.
So
So
that
we're going to
means
see what happens here.
that means Cash has got the warrants.
We're going to see what happens here. If they start arresting them,
If they do, this is going to be big news.
yes. All right, here's the
Um,
thing. You know why all this happened, right?
the redistricting.
Texas is redistricting, yeah, and Jasmine would lose her seat if they
I
do the
know.
redistricting.
Yep.
Uh, and so they all said, we're not participating in the vote, we're leaving.
Well,
So,
well, let's face it, Bill. That's the reason why they're up in arms about losing the illegals. It's not about them working in our fields. Who's going to get? Which is the most racist thing I've ever heard. Who you going to get to work your fields?
I think
Like,
that's the same thing Democrats said about the slaves.
no.
If we free the slaves, who's going to pick our cotton? And Hunter Biden is the one that went straight on TV and did an interview and said it. Well, who's going to pick our fruit? Who's going to pick our vegetables? He
Am I the
said
only
that.
one that sees that?
He said that. I mean, it is straight out of pre-Civil War South, you know? I mean, come
Hunter,
on.
Hunter Biden might as well be sitting there with a cane in his white suit and stroking his long white beard, going, "I don't know who I'm going to get to pick my cotton this year."
Exactly.
I mean, come on. But
You
that is
can't get
what
no more. I mean, and they're the ones calling us racists.
I know. But like I was saying, that's the whole reason they want the illegals to stay, because what Trump did was he wanted a correct sentence, and that's going to take away more seats from the Democrats because they're not going to count the illegals in the census.
Well, did you hear California then come back and says if that's what they're going to do, then we're going to redistrict everybody out of California. And then somebody brought up the point with you already did that.
Yeah.
And New York too. So don't tell us. Don't come arguing when the Republicans try to do it because you've already done it in two of the biggest states.
Yes. But when the
So
Republicans try to do it, oh, we got a national crisis now.
yep.
Oh,
I mean, there
geez.
was a list of states that the Republicans had zero representatives in
Mm-hmm.
Congress because of the districting. When did the districting,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like okay, 44% of New York voted for Trump.
That's
They
awesome.
only have two Republican seats in the whole state. Now you tell me something's wrong with that.
Oh, yeah. Something's way wrong with that.
Okay. Same thing in California. Maryland, I think it was Maryland or Maine, one of those M states up there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, zero Republicans, but it went 60% for Trump in the election. So I don't know. It's a screwed up situation, but tit for
Well,
tat, I guess.
I know. But like you said, Bill, and we keep saying it, this term of Trump's is just in its infancy stage. I believe that eventually there will be a lot done before the next vote for president, meaning redistricting won't be bad for all states. I think there's several that will follow suit and it'll turn out good. And elections will actually be fair because that's what we want is a fair election across the board. You know, it doesn't matter if your neighbor's Democrat or Republican. It just matters that the vote is counted fairly and it's a fair win. That's what we all want. So, how much time we got sitting on, Bill?
4:30,
What?
4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that was a pretty good start there, a good show there. We landed
Well,
all of the major
let's throw
points.
one more thing in here.
Hit me with it.
We got time for it. Being you are of the darker skin persuasion,
All
what do you
right.
think about uh, the jeans commercial?
Trump has good genes.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, did you see that one? Yeah,
yeah.
but, but when they made the original, and she said, "I got good genes," it was
Yeah.
Jeans. But then they start saying, "Oh, she's talking about genes. She's white. It's racist." But it was a provocative spread. Blah 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 blah. Well, they got a picture of Beyonce in almost the identical outfit,
Yeah.
posing for another uh,
Another company.
magazine or
Yeah, or
whatever
magazine.
clothing manufacturer, and that was okay. But when a white girl did it, now they're exploding, saying it's racist. So Dunkin' Donuts, not to be outdone, they got this white guy running around talking about he's the king of sun because he had his DNA checked and he's got good genes that make him the king of sun. You know, so they're tearing up Dunkin' Donuts now over that commercial. Then of course they've done the Trump has good genes commercial or
Right.
AI thing.
Yeah, that Apple's AI, but it's
But
so
now
funny.
all these sororities are doing these TikTok videos dancing the whole sorority saying we've got good genes. And they're all wearing those jeans. So what do you make of all that?
I'm not complaining for one. You won't hear me complain. And I think any man with a bunch of testosterone in his body is not going to complain. So there's my take on that.
But it's causing quite a stir in the Democrat world.
Oh, I know. I love those liberal tears. Keep them coming.
We're at a minute 46.
All right. Well, we're going to skip the last word. Folks, thank you all for joining us as always. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure you check us out at bluecollarminutemen.com on our website. Check out these videos on YouTube, BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube. We've been having a little bit of trouble with YouTube and maybe a couple others, but BitChute and YouTube are still working good. Like I said, like and subscribe. That way you get notifications. And God bless you all. God bless America. And let's get back on track. We want an honest government. Let's do it. And we'll see
Let's
you.
do it.